when we talk about Query Builder inside of Popdock, one thing I will note is we are going to be focusing on its application within our D365 Business Central connector today. I will point out that we do also have a Query Builder in our Azure Synapse connector, but for the purpose of today, we're going to be primarily focusing on how it applies to Business Central and gives you access to generating new queries of your Business Central data. Before I kind of introduce some of the things that you see on the slide here, maybe I'm taking a step back. I should introduce kind of the problem. For a lot of customers who at one point, I guess, ran their ERP on-premise and have moved to a cloud application like Business Central, one of the common things that we hear is it's more difficult to get to the database level and generate new queries. It quickly becomes a little bit more of a technical exercise, maybe a potential developer exercise, and oftentimes you need to have some familiarity with AL code or the AL programming language that Business Central is on. So we introduced Query Builder to really help with that. Now, for users that came from Dynamics GP, obviously, if you're familiar with E1, we were kind of born out of the Dynamics GP space. And one of our products inside of Dynamics GP was called Smart List Builder, which allowed you to build new smart lists, joining them together and modify, existing smart lists inside of GP. So the Query Builder is really, in a sense, you can think of it as almost like Smart List Builder, but for Business Central, where we're giving you, table level access to build out new queries at the database level. So what does the Query Builder do? As you can see from the slide, it allows you to build optimized AL queries with a no-code setup. One of the big benefits to our Query Builder is that you get direct access to all the tables. That not only includes any of the standard tables within Business Central, but any custom extensions that you might have, as well as ISV products. They're all available for our Query Builder to access and allow you to generate new queries of that data. You can see on the second bullet point there, our Query Builder provides really an intuitive and kind of a user-friendly visual interface. For those of you that are familiar with building custom lists inside of Popdock, one of the custom list types that we have is a join list. And the visual interface for building a join list is really going to be very similar to the experience for your Query Builder list, except the big difference is with a join list inside of Popdock, we're essentially joining together two lists of data that Popdock has access to that might be going across different connectors that you've set up, whereas in the case with Query Builder, instead of lists, we are allowing you to join together tables from your Business Central environment. There's additional ways to optimize the query. We give you the ability to do things like group together, summarize, and add restrictions to fields, so just providing additional optimizations when you're building out your query. And the last thing that I like pointing out is we're utilizing a read-only like replica database, which is a couple or a fraction of a seconds behind the production database for your Business Central environment. And where this really comes into play is that it's very helpful when it comes to performance. We can handle larger data sets by you making this read-only query. So just continuing on that path of optimization and building out efficient queries with what we're accessing in terms of querying the data. Once these queries are available inside of BC, we are accessing a read-only replica database, which really benefits from a performance perspective.